Today we're going to make some preserved lemons, or basically lemons in honey and ginger for all kinds of uses, and we'll talk about that. All right, what you're going to need is probably 2 to 4 lemons. You want to make sure you wash these really well and get all that wax off the outside of these. Try buying organic if you possibly can, all the better. You can get 1 pint jar, or I'm going to use these jelly jars because I'm making one for my mother and one for myself. So get a jar. I have 2 lids for my jars. I'm using these reusable ones. They have that rubber seal in them, come off of something else. That is fine for this, no problem. Get yourself some ginger root. Some fresh ginger root is better. So try to get some of that. And then some local honey. And this is from my bees, so I know it's local. It's about as local as you can get. It's probably about 20 feet away from me. So that's what I'm going to use. So first what we're going to do is get our jars open. Set them here. Put my jars up here. I guess I'll put one there. Since I've already washed these, what I'm going to start doing is cutting my lemons. And I'm going to cut the ends off of them like this. We don't need the ends. If there's any bad spots whatsoever on there, cut that off as well. These look pretty good. And then I'm going to cut them in slices. Probably, I don't know, a little less than 1/4 of an inch. After you get done slicing all these, you get them as thin as you want or as thick as you want. It doesn't matter. Just think about what you'd like to put in your tea or your water, you know, for a tea in the morning if you just want to use this for the tea. But think about what kind of slice, how big of a slice you'd like to put in there. And that's probably how thick I'd cut them. Be careful not to get your fingers. Okay, so what I'm going to do real quick is just go through them and push out all the seeds. Make sure they're out of there so we don't have to mess with that later. It's nice, especially in the morning when you wake up, if you want to make tea, not to have to worry about picking out seeds out of your cup of tea. So we're going to do all that right now. I mean, if you're going to spoil yourself with all the good things in life, make it worth it, right? Go all the way. So get all those seeds out. Such a beautiful day today. We had a beautiful day yesterday too. It's probably, I think it's like in the 70s now. I'm not quite sure how warm it is, but I know about an hour ago it's 72, so that's cool. This one doesn't have any in there, and we'll use this one, but not those 2. Okay, so I'm going to scoot off all of these seeds to the corner here. So basically, I'm going to continue cutting these up, and when I get done, we'll be back. All right, I've got these all cut up. I've got 3 of them cut up, 1 of them not. I'm going to see if maybe I can get all 4 in there. I'm not sure if I can because they are short little jars. But what I'm going to do first is get this all peeled, the ginger. I'm just going to try to peel it as good as I can and be careful not to take too much off so I get the most out of the ginger that I can. Sometimes it's easier just to go through and do it this way first with a peeler, and then you can get a knife, cut the little nubs off, and then go into detail in those little parts that are hard to get to. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Kind of messy though. All right, so that's a nub there. I'm going to go in here and try to cut this. Okay, and then same thing here. There's a little nub. I'll cut this. You don't have to take this peeling off if you don't want to, by the way, but I want it off because if there's a little loose part or whatever, I don't want it floating around in my stuff, my tea and my jar. So that's just the way I am. You do what you want to do, what's good for you. If you don't mind that stuff, then go for it. Just cut it into slices and throw it in. Anyway, so get this peeled. Okay, get all the little pieces off. And take that end, peel it off so it's opened up, because that end, you know, from the store is always dried up real good. So get that off of there. Okay, those two look good. I have to get in there with my knife, I guess, because if I don't, I'll take too much of the ginger. I don't like to waste stuff. So I'll just come in here and get that off and get that off. Okay. And then this little spot there needs to go, and that one. Okay. Then there's that, and then I've got one left here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off of there. This lemon and honey is so healthy, and the ginger for you, it's just so healthy, and it keeps you healthy. If you're ill and you just start taking it, of course, it'll help you out quite a bit. But also on just the daily, taking it every day in the morning with your tea, or in the afternoon, or at least, you know, once a day, whatever, once every other day, whatever you can do. I like to switch my stuff up often, so I get sick of stuff real quick if I do it every day. So I try to do this like a couple times a week, probably about 3 to 4 times a week. So there's that, and I got one this little nub, I guess, so I'm gonna try to get it done. Waste not, want not, especially today. Oh, in today's times, don't waste anything. You make everything you can out of anything you can. You got it left over, use it somehow, right? Okay. This is a fairly little thing to do, people. All right, so here's what's up. I'm gonna take this honey, hope I can get it open. And there we go. All right, I'm gonna pour some. Got cold, you can tell, it's kind of crystallized a bit. I'm gonna pour a little bit in the bottom of each jar. Okay. Boy, it's about all I can do not to lick that thing. I think I'm gonna have to. Good grief. Okay, because I want to make the most out of this. I'm not going to want, I know myself too well, I'm not going to want a great big slice of this in my tea, but I will do a half. So I'm going to cut these in half, and I thought about it, and I can get more in the jar if they're in half anyway. So that's what I'm doing. I found a seed there that I missed, so I'm trying to get it off there. All right, so yeah, I think I can get more in the jars if they're split in half, because that way they won't be stacking. There won't be all that empty space on the side from where the width of these aren't as wide as the jar. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to start putting those in there. Come up here close, Kane, so you can see inside the jar. I'll move it over here. So I'm going to put those in there. Okay. And I'm going to take my ginger. I'll put like 4 cloves down in there, or 4 pieces, whatever. Put a little bit more of the lemon, and then I'll throw some honey back in there. Again. Try not to, I hate that it's on the side. I'm gonna have to hurry. Put some more lemon. I'm gonna cut this back up. I'm gonna do this in a long piece because it's kind of a really thin piece. I'm gonna throw that in there. I'm trying to get as much of this in there. Really, I'll split it like in half. I'll probably put that for the other one. And this can be for this one, for the other jar, whatever. Some of that in there again. That's okay. I would probably put that in my cup, but the other ones are kind of big. So I'm gonna keep doing this, guys. Get it full. Pack them in there, pack them in there, pack them in there. Some more of this. Ginger. Throw that in there. And we're ready for the next one. They're on top. Woo! All right. Push it down in there. Okay, we'll throw these on top and fill it back up again. It's going down the side of the jar, the honey is. See how far we can get this. Let it sink down in there a little bit. Squish it down in there. Make sure it's all under the honey, okay? That looks good to me. So then you just put your lid on it. Okay, I'm gonna wipe the top of the lid off. It's got some dampness on there. And I'm gonna put today's date on it, which is 3/17/22. Happy St. Patty's Day, everybody. We'll set that aside and keep going. Cut these all in half. Get them down in there. Oop. Try to get them over to the side. I want to get, like I said, the most in these jars that I can, so I'm trying to do what I can to get that done. Okay, some ginger again. There we go. Okay. Put a little bit more of these in there. Oh, there's a little seed. Hope I can get that out. These little healthy things that you can do in your life to make you better, healthier, they're so easy, really. It's not that difficult to be healthy, really. There's little things in life that make a big difference. This happens to be one of them. Anybody can go to the store and get a couple lemons, get yourself a little jar of some kind, buy yourself a little nub. I know a grocery store that sells them individually of the ginger. Get yourself a little nub. You don't need much, you know, about an inch or two little nub, and just buy yourself some honey from a local farmer. Go to your local farmer's market, or sometimes on Saturday, somebody's sitting out, you know, in front of the Goodwill with the table or whatever. Get what you can, but get it local if you can possibly do that. It's so much better for you. Get some more ginger in there. I might make one more of these for my sister. I got a whole bunch more ginger in the house, and I have a whole nother lemon. And I've got this lemon here left over, so I might just do that. I think I'm going to try to get it all in there. We're going to try to smush it in there. I bet you I can do it. I'll put this one in quarters. Getting in there good. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. I won't use that because it's got hardly any meat on it, but I will use these. I'll use a little bit more of this. And I can use the rest of that in another recipe I'm doing later this afternoon. Get that in there. That in there. Whoops. Okay. Throw that in there, and just a little bit more honey on top. Okay. All right, I'm going to clean that edge off. Get my lid. Put our date. Now, let this set in your fridge for like 2 to 3 days, and then you can start using it. It's good for about a month in the fridge. And hey, that is health right there. That is healthy. It'll keep you healthy. All right, we'll be back in a second. Well, guys, I couldn't help it. I had to make my sister one. She's on the road to recovery from having 17 years, it seems like, of stomach issues and all that. And she found a really good doctor that's helping her out. And we're like really getting back to basics and doing things that are super healthy right now. So I thought, I'm in the middle of all this anyway, and You guys, my fingers are like sticking together from the honey, so I'm just gonna make another one. What the heck, right? Okay, because I got about this much honey left anyway in this jar, so might as well use it, right? And then Mom can have one, and my sister. Super duper healthy. Everybody, everybody, everybody. But she's thrifty like I am. I got a seed on my thumb sticking to me. She's real super thrifty like I am, so she would not put a whole lemon peel in her tea either, and she has tea all the time. So whew, there's a peel, or I mean a seed getting in my ginger. All right, and then a little bit more honey. Hopefully I'll have enough. This jar won't be like all the way to the top like the others were, but you know what? We're gonna do what we can. Make the most out of what we got. So we're gonna cram it all in there and make it work. Whatever's left over is left over. So I'll put that on that side. Put this one over here. There's a little piece of a seed. And another one. There we go. Okay. And put the ginger on top. There we go. And then we're going to put some more honey up there. You guys, this is where you can reuse your lids from canning too, because this is going to stay in the fridge, so you can reuse your lids very easily. Make sure it gets all down in there. Get the most out of that we can. Might as well use up what we got in there, right? I'll save the last little bit that's chunky down here that are crystallized. I'll save that for my toast and warm it up a little bit in the microwave. We've got honey sliding down the jar. Okay, that's that. So now, put the lid back on. I've got so much sticky stuff all over me. It's crazy. I can't stand it. Okay, I'm gonna put the date on here. 3/17/22. This is Charlotte. Charlotte's. And this is Mom's right here, the big one. And this is mine. I'll take the littlest one. All right, guys, there you go. Isn't that pretty? So get yourself a cup of hot water, or get yourself some hot tea and put yourself a spoon or two of this in there, and it's gonna make your day. It's gonna take care of you health-wise. I mean, there's nothing you have to lose here, so give it a shot. I'll see you guys later. Take care.